Hello and welcome to Women in Retail Talks. I'm Ashley Taradio, Senior Content Strategist at the Women in Retail Leadership Circle, and today I'm joined by Olga Jekyll, founder and creative designer of Little Olin, a European-inspired luxury clothing line for girls ages 2 to 12. Today we're going to be talking about how Little Olin is navigating the coronavirus pandemic, what advice Olga has for small business owners during this time, and how Olga uses her young daughter Maya as not only a target customer for Little Olin, but also a strategic partner. So Olga, thanks for joining me today.
Hello, Ashley. Thank you for having me. It's great to be here.
Yeah, so I gave a brief introduction, but can you explain a little bit more about your background and a little more about the Little Olin brand?
Yes, thank you. I grew up in Minsk, Belarus during Soviet rule, and I felt like the only color allowed in the country was brown. The school uniform I had to wear every day was brown, itchy, and very boring. However, my mom would tweak a few things here and there, add a little cute ruffle, and would transform my uniform into an adorable dress. When the Iron Curtain came down as a teenager, I was blown away by the haute couture of the 90s runway shows of Jean-Paul Gaultier and Karl Lagerfeld. My friends and I would put on high heels and march up and down our small apartments pretending to be Cindy Crawford and Naomi Campbell wearing gorgeous gowns. We loved fashion. I think the striking contrast of my childhood in cold, gray Belarus and the lavish fashion weeks is forever embedded in me. I also was very fortunate to spend my Sundays at Belarusian National Arts Museum in Minsk. For me, it was an escape into the world of color, beauty, texture, sophistication that shaped my taste and influenced my fashion style. So fast forward a few decades later, I am so fortunate to be a mom of 3 children living in the United States. And while shopping for them, I just couldn't find fun and stylish clothes for girls that was exciting and special and durable and didn't cost an arm and a leg. So that's how I decided to start a fashion line for girls. And now here you go. I have Little Olin. It's a clothing line for little girls aged 2 to 12. Obviously, when I work in my line, I think of my childhood, minimalism and simplicity combined with vibrant colors, unique details, and styles of haute couture. We make Little Olin clothes from premium European fabrics and feature custom prints and exquisite details. It's durable and super sophisticated and can be worn to school in a special occasion.
So thank you for sharing all that. It's really interesting. The coronavirus pandemic has us all rattled right now. How is Little Olin adapting, and what's the biggest change you're navigating?
As a mom and as a business owner, I take this situation very serious. And my thoughts and prayers are with everyone who is affected by it right now. And obviously, this week's been like no other.
Yeah.
I have a beautiful spring summer line to sell, and I worry. I worry my retail partners will struggle this spring. I probably won't be able to have my spring summer lunch party unless we do it virtually. That's another way to do it now. Most of fashion and trunk shows were postponed, or maybe even canceled. There's a lot of uncertainty, and I'm so sensitive about it. I worry about other people. I worry about their well-being. I worry about economy and spending myself right now. However, I feel like Lil Olin Spring Summer collection is timeless and versatile, and we will be okay. And I'm extremely grateful to have an online boutique. I feel like that's another way to go these days, and I'm so lucky I still get inquiries and some online orders. But honestly, after this extremely few months, I personally treasure and appreciate a little break and just love being with my family at home, respecting the guidelines of social distancing.
Yeah, that's a silver lining, spending more time with your family. Your products are manufactured in Europe, though, right? So that used to help your brand stand out. Now it's kind of a hindrance. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, the coronavirus appeared during the busiest part of the production season for my spring summer collection. And honestly, in January, selfishly, I was kind of, when the virus was still confined in China, I felt fortunate in some way that I was manufacturing in Europe. However, the virus has spread um, everywhere, worldwide now,
Mhm.
and it has impacted my supply chain. We have seen longer than usual delivery times coming from my factory in Europe. Customs appears to be taking longer and is definitely more demanding and thorough. Shipping delays during my peak manufacturing time for spring summer season caused delays in delivering to retailers, and I had to make some changes, and I had to cover cost of shipping. um, but it's okay, it's just what we do. We figured it out.
Exactly. So during these uncertain times, it's extra important to have a solid network to lean on. Do you have any mentors? And how did they help you while launching Little Olin? And how are they helping you now?
Yeah, I feel so fortunate because I have the most amazing group of mom friends who support each other and me particularly tremendously. I cannot name everyone who helped, but Lil Olin wouldn't be here today without help and support of my mom friends. My favorite probably is showing my friends and their children my sketches, fabrics, and clothes, and receiving the honest, heartfelt feedback. They're so invested in Lil Olin with me and excited to see the final product. They cheer for me, and I'm so lucky to have their support every step of the way. While launching, and also now when the spring summer line is out, I'm so lucky because even before the collection ever hit the market, 20% of my inventory was pre-ordered. Um, and in this time of uncertainty, it's amazing. I cannot ask for anything more. And if any of my Lil Olin friends are listening, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for your support.
That kind of leads me to my next question about how you launched Little Olin with your daughter Maya in mind as sort of a target customer, but she also helps you strategize. So it kind of sounds like similar to you showing your friends and their children your sketches too, but Maya seems to have even a bigger part. Can you tell us a little bit about your partnership? And also, how are you explaining this changing climate to her right now?
So I love working with my daughter. I always ask for her feedback. Um, I especially love looking at fabrics with her. As you can imagine, all children have a pure and unspoiled taste. They are not burdened by past fashion trends or any kind of expectations. And they also look at everything with an eye of comfort. So often she'll ask me when she looks at the fabrics with me or any kind of new styles. Can I run on the playground in these clothes? Or is it okay if it gets dirty? Where we as an adults, we often sacrifice comfort for style, especially I do with my shoes. Um, and when I can't decide which fabric to use, as you can imagine, there's so many beautiful fabrics, I always ask my daughter, and she always has an amazing answer to me. She'll pick up a swatch and she says, "Oh, I love this print," or "I love this fabric. It feels so soft. I think we should use it as a dress for the dress." Or "This fabric is so cool. Let's make a skirt out of it." So I think it's so cute. She's also my full-time picture and fitting model. But most importantly, she's my inspiration. And I love doing it with her. We have a special bond because of Lil Olin. In terms of coronavirus, it's a tricky question because our children are still so little. And how much can you explain to 4, 6, and 8 year olds, and how much can they understand? But they actually do. They pick up so much from us. Since I still don't know myself much about how the coronavirus situation will unfold in a few weeks, I try to protect them as much as I can from worrying, because we can't control a lot. We can control any of it. So we try to concentrate on washing our hands very well, singing ABC songs, being thoughtful about food intake, and staying home.
That's great. Yeah. It really sounds like you and Maya with little Olin, you have such a special, it's such a special chance to bond that not everybody gets.
We do. It's very special, and I treasure those moments. Since I have another two boys, it's, when she's in the middle, it's very special just to do it with her.
Yeah. So I wanted to end with, as a small business owner and entrepreneur, what advice do you have for anyone looking to launch their own business? Maybe if they were in the middle of launching their own business when the coronavirus broke out, and maybe what advice you have for them to help navigate our current climate right now?
It's a hard question, mostly because there's so much happening right now. But if I had to say something, I would say, be patient, work hard, always listen carefully to feedback, even if you don't like it, if it's negative, it's still very helpful. Be flexible and stay true to yourself. That should get you anywhere you want to go. And I also learned that for every yes I get, there's usually hundreds of no's along the way. There's so many times when I just wanted to quit. But every time I would pick myself up, get going, and find even better opportunities. You can't get disappointed and discouraged. You have to keep going and constantly adapt to get to your true best. And it's very true right now with coronavirus. We have to adapt, and we will. We are adapting right now. I'm taking risks right now myself. And I am so grateful that I still see people engaging and trying to support me. And I would love more feedback and engagement. And if anyone would love to leave us their feedback, whoever's listening right now, please go on our website, lilolin.com, and follow us on Instagram, Lil Olin Boutique. Thank you.
Well, Olga, thanks so much for joining me and sharing your insight. And we wish you and little Olin the best of luck.
Thank you. Please be safe and stay healthy. And thanks so much for having me.
Thanks, Olga. Thanks for listening. For more information on this podcast, please check out our podcast channel page at wirlc.com/podcasts for show notes. Women in Retail Talks is available on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, and Spotify. Make sure to subscribe on our podcast channel page as well. If you've enjoyed this episode, please take a few moments to rate and review this podcast. Thanks, and until next time, this has been Women in Retail Talks.